Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us tonight as we have League versus League action, Moose Racing League versus Zoom Racing League. Toby, what do you think is going to happen tonight?
Hopefully just good, clean wheel-to-wheel racing. That's all I want to see. That's all I'm expecting.
Me as well. I want to see, like, I'm expecting to see some of the best wheel-to-wheel racing on F1 23 to date, as we are getting super chats galore. Thank you everybody for doing so. First we got Toby, Lala, Midnight Killer, MRK, Charles Lee. You guys are so amazing. In the background, you will be able to hear Pat the Rock. Pat is going to be our Ted Kravitz for the day. He'll be our Pat Kravitz.
Pat Kravitz.
As we are jumping right into qualifying, qualifying is going to be a one shot. So as everybody is getting their stuff ready, getting their setups on, Colby, what are you expecting to see here at Canada today?
So track limits, always a big thing in Canada, and then wings, like people tapping the walls. Probably quite a few DNFs. Pretty tough track, as we just know. We just completed our season here last week. Time penalties were huge. Ruined a lot of people's races last weekend.
Yeah, as a final race of F1 22 for MRL. Personally, I had a really tough time. The game gave me a drive-through and a 5-second penalty for under a safety car, so it was pretty rough for me personally.
Some would even say deserved.
Oh, whatever.
You knew I was going to say that.
This is still waiting on players.
I am honestly very excited to see what times everybody is going to be pulling out of the bag. We have a lot of people that have been practicing all week on the MRL side. I know ZRL has definitely been practicing as well. As some of the, I think Giants fan has been telling us that they have been a bunch of good group of guys, and I'm hoping to see that on track as well. What about you guys?
for sure. It looks like we have a bunch of them just came into the chat also.
Just
You guys.
we're gonna switch over to Pat
Ladies,
Cam
gentlemen.
for a minute. Pat, talk us
Yes, sir.
through this one-shot qualifying as we bounce between the leaders of this session.
Well, I mean, everyone's going to be on those soft compound tires. You don't want to try those mediums around here, especially in a one-shot. Short qual, you can get away with it. Waiting for my end to have the actual qualifying. But everyone should be on those tires. I'll see it in just a moment. I believe everyone is, as we're looking at some of the drivers here. Looking at we're on board with, hard to say, it's bouncing all over the place.
Here,
Looks like
we'll
ZRL
take it over
Aaron
for a
moving up to
second.
Xylo. But everyone looks to be on those soft compound tires. Everyone running their league's liveries, so we are able to identify them for this doubleheader event. Everyone all over the place right now. As we've already finished Sector 1, it's ZRL on provisional pole. Here in this one-shot qualifying before this 35%er, it's ZRL Aaron flying through the track, and he'll get a purple Sector 2 as well. And he's going to lead us right into the hairpin. Taking a bit of a lockup there, it looked like, at the very end. Maybe some wheel spin. But flat out down here, gonna deploy your DRS. Your battery is still flowing.
Ooh,
Gonna get the speeds over 210.
Oh, T-Ball got him at the line.
right at
Did
the
he?
line, T-Ball was able to
Right
pass
at
him
the
up.
line. And Xylo was up there as well, but I think he ended up either hitting a wall or invalidating on a corner.
Wow.
As we have our qualifying already done. T-Ball from MRL in first, Aaron in second from ZRL, Trix in third, Rich Sebi in fourth, Alan Toast in fifth, ZRL Sid in sixth, Snowman in seventh, Freddie in eighth, Joel in ninth, Ethan in 10th, Danny in 11th, Giants fan 12th, Nathan 13th, Marcel 14th, Simon 15th, Beamer 16th, Sketchy Bull 17th, Xylo 18th, Hudson 19th, and Zeech 20th, all DSQing in the bottom 7.
So if you look at that top 10, you notice that it's split 5-5, right?
That is amazing. This is going to be awesome. I am so ready for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of surprised to see Giants fans so far down there. I'd like to have, I should have went and watched a couple of these Zoom races or something like that to see, what kind of pace these guys have, because I know nothing about their pace.
I noticed
compared to our
Aaron
guys.
and one other guy. I couldn't see who. I was focused on Aaron and T-Ball, but they were mostly in the top 5 up until the third sector, coming down the straight and into the last couple corners. So this is going to be
Running higher setup, higher downforce.
very awesome.
Which I also do the same thing. I run higher downforce here.
I think I run like medium to lowish downforce, just to save the tires through the corners, but it didn't work too well, I guess. But I did get pole last Sunday in tier 2, but that's besides the point. I retired anyway. Means nothing in the end.
Seems to be pretty popular.
We have the 5 red lights. And away we go. T-Ball off the start, along with Aaron coming into the first turn. T-Ball away with the lead, getting a good jump on Aaron. Drix and Rich Sebi, followed by Alan Toast, with Sid in 6th coming. Drix getting a little sideways. Putting on the pressure on Aaron. T-Ball coming out with a good little second lead. Colby, that was a pretty quick start and a good clean getaway from everybody.
Yeah, I mean everybody seemed to get through the first sector really well, which is pretty strange for this track. The turns 1, 2, and 3 is usually pretty hectic. We have Joel and Ethan have dropped down a couple places. Giants fan is the biggest winner so far. He's up 3 places up in the 9th. So the top 3 just seem like they fell in line. Just gonna probably wait things out for a bit. Everything back here towards the back is pretty gaggle going around that hairpin. Everybody was too wide.
That was amazing. Everybody going side by side. We're gonna jump to Mr. Pat Kravitz. Give us our strategy rundown.
So strategies there, there's really just two. You can go mediums on 13, hards for 12, which is the ideal strat that the game has, or you can do softs for 11 and mediums for 14. Obviously, you can interchange them. You go mediums first to softs and hards first to mediums, but it looks like most everyone's on mediums or soft compound tires.
I'm hoping some people are gonna stretch those soft tires to be able to push on those medium tires a little bit.
Yeah, they definitely can. They just gotta preserve what they can, not get overly
Yellow flag
aggressive on that
sector
first stint.
2.
I do believe that is Nathan.
Joel.
Joel.
He was on the only driver on hards.
Okay.
In there in sector 2.
I've heard the softs in this game are a bit overpowered now, as you can take them a lot longer than F1 22.
Thank goodness.
It's weird.
Drix up in the P2 got around Aaron.
Sketchy Bull getting some action with Danny and Nathan.
K Sizzle, thank you for the super chat. Appreciate the $2.
As Nathan gets our first penalty, 3-second penalty for track limits.
And Zeech is in the pit already on lap 3.
T-Ball almost a
Taking
second
off.
gap
Oh.
over Drix. Drix was able to get past Aaron, but Aaron's sticking within that 1 second.
And there's Ethan with a 3-second time penalty. So Zeech went to the pits. Didn't change the wing. He just went from soft to hards. I wonder if that's a strat to where he's going to try to make those hards last the whole entire race.
It is very possible that he is going to. I really love the ZRL livery. It looks fantastic.
It does. I thought that I was thinking that as soon as I saw it.
It's nice and clean. Oh, those colors just complement each other.
He has Xylo back here fighting a group of the Zoom Racing League guys back here in the back for P14. It's like him V5. And I think Xylo, nope. Everybody got around him.
Giants fan going
So
around the
down to
move
P18.
into turn 2. As the two ZRL guys putting on an awesome defense not to let Giants by, as they're just playing the team game. That's amazing. Just the team chemistry just to pull that off. But Giants fan able to get past one. Going side by side. Both are going to be getting DRS here. Who has the lower downforce? Still side by side. Sid decides to back out, lets Giants fan past, lets him loose to Freddy. A Sketchy Bull, now, right on the back of Sid. You gonna make a move? Nope, thinks about it, decides not to. But we have Giants fan, who is deciding to make a move. But Freddy was able to get the launch out of the corner. As we see Sid, is Sid gonna make a move? No, not able to with the DRS. The two ZRL guys fighting. Sid backs out of Freddy and lets Freddy up ahead.
Drix also just got a 3-second time penalty up front in P2. So that might hurt him in the long run. Sid gets a 3-second.
T-Ball and Drix are just kind of zooming away from everybody else right now. Aaron kind of hanging on with him a second.
He's trying to stay there. He's got to get in that DRS, or else Drix is going to ride that DRS with T-Ball.
You have a lot of penalties on the board. Colby, want to give us a rundown top to bottom on penalties?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me get there. So we have Drix with 3 seconds. ZRL Sid was 3 seconds. CDR Nathan with 3. ZRL Simon with 3. Ethan with 3. And Xylo with 3.
Pretty clear across the board.
So right now, Giants fan is up 6 positions. Beamer, Sketchy Bull are both up 6, and then Hudson's up 7.
That's awesome. T-Ball and Drix fighting for the lead. Drix able to get past T-Ball with the DRS down the back straight. T-Ball hoping to just let Drix pull them both away. Drix having the faster pace, so it seems at this stage. Aaron trying not to give up without a fight. He is still within a second and a half, so he is not far back at all. Still gaining time through this middle sector, almost within a second. If he can grab onto that DRS, it will be amazing. But I do see his ERS light blinking. And
Yeah,
Drix,
he's down to 4%. He's trying everything he can to get in that DRS range.
well, Drix and T-Ball have not blinked yet.
I mean, if they were smart, they would just like we said, just work together and pull each other along.
They're also just getting word that ZRL Hudson apparently just gained 4 positions on the last 2 or 1.5 laps.
Oh, Hudson, yeah, he's up 10.
Hudson
where that
on an
happened. How we
absolute
missed that.
charge right now into the top 10. Hoping to get the DRS off of Sid. Well, Sid is trying to push with Freddy to get back up to Giants fan and Rich Sebi. Jump down to Sketchy Bo, who has Marcel and Beamer right behind him. Sketchy Bo with a
Sketchy's-
3-second time penalty.
And his ERS light's blinking, his harvest light.
Yes, it is.
And Marcel right behind him still has 40%. Oh, Marcel almost
Ooh.
lost it.
Getting a little sideways. Giants fan was about 2 seconds behind Rich Sebi on the start of this lap, quickly gaining on him. Ooh, Alan Toast and Rich Sebi getting contact where Seb hit the front wing of Alan Toast. Hopefully there's no damage there.
That let Giants fan through also. Giants is making a move around Sebi.
Seb, I think, just let him by there.
Yeah. No reason to fight in that.
Hudson getting past
Hudson up.
Sid.
Yeah, go ahead.
Also looking to make a move on Freddy. I think Freddy just opened the door to let Hudson by. Hopefully get a shot at the MRL guys.
Now, are the ZRL guys letting him by?
I think
Knowing that he's one of their faster drivers, obviously, and they're just moving to the side and like, go ahead.
I'm pretty sure they did, just to let him go, because it's so early on in the race, they didn't want to hold him up, because he's clearly on an absolute heater right now. He's up,
Well,
what?
he's up 12 positions.
12
He
positions?
started 19th. Yeah.
As you can tell, he is taking every single turn at the absolute limit that he can. Somehow, T-Ball got ahead of Drix and is now just over a second ahead. Aaron, right on the back, so we're going to hang up with the top 3 for a minute. As Aaron seems to go make a move up the inside, where Drix dives into the pits, kind of confuses Aaron real quick.
It's a terrible pin entry.
It really is. It is probably in the worst spot ever. What is Drix going on to? Drix is going onto the hard tire on lap 9, hoping for that undercut. Aaron now almost 2 seconds behind T-Ball. T-Ball hoping to take...
T-Ball's got 3 seconds.
T-Ball's on mediums. I just noticed that. T-Ball could take these tires up to lap 15 or so. Maybe lap 12, 13. Might be able to take us off to the ends from there.
Yeah, Aaron's on mediums with them.
We're going to drop back down to Hudson, who's only 4 tenths away from Rich Seb already.
He's flying. Flying.
We're going to go on board with him. Looking to make a move down the hairpin.
Oh, Lord.
As you can tell, Rich Seb's tires about to fall off. The soft's not having a good time right there. Makes the move before the hairpin. Still within a second of Alan Toast. Gets the DRS.
Oh. Caution sector 3.
Pat tell us what what everybody's looking like for pit strategy at this minute.
Well, for all of these mediumers, they have plenty of time. They really are going to be pitting in lap 13 or 14 for the hards or trying to go for a stint on the softs. And for these soft guys, they're going to be boxing really next lap because those tires are starting to hit their cliff. They're going to fall off and give you nothing anymore. But I find this crazy. Hudson is on the mediums and he's doing this. I'm wondering what's going to happen if he jumps onto those soft compound tires at the end.
It's definitely going to be a fight to watch, as him and Alan Toast are currently duking it out. Alan Toast trying to slow him down in the hairpin, give Giants fan and T-Ball a little more time, it looks like. But I do think Hudson is just going to fly by down this straight. Now up into fourth. As Alan dives into the pits, he's getting rid of those softs along with Giants fan, who's ditching the mediums already.
Huh. And Sketchy just got 5 seconds for speeding. He's up to 11 in penalties.
You can only get up to 18 penalty points before the game disqualifies you here, so Sketchy's going to have to want to be careful here on out.
Oh, he's changing the wing too. Oh, man.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Hudson now up into third, 7 seconds behind Aaron. Rich Seb about
I'm going to keep an eye on that 7 seconds. See how many laps it takes him to close.
Drix looking to make a move on Sid. Those are tires, looking to make it into the hairpin, but he is blinking on ERS. Sid holding it in there side by side through the hairpin. Drix getting the wider line, therefore getting the longer traction zone. Able to pull away a little bit. Is he going to get DRS? Line up over the hill. He is not going to. He is going to defend a little bit though. Sid able to get right past him, leaves the room. Drix right on his bumper. Sid gonna hold on to that DRS. Drix gonna try to hold on to him for the time being. And side by side, hoping to do nice and clean. Gonna try and outbrake him here. Sid letting him go through there.
Yeah, Sid's on those old mediums. Those mediums should be starting to fall off.
Yeah, that was a beautiful move by Drix. Able to set it up into 1 and 2, able to be able to execute it into 3 and 4. We now have Aaron, Hudson, Marcel, and Beamer covering 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Looks like they were going for the alternate strategy of the mediums to softs.
Yeah, from 6th place up hasn't pit yet, so keep that in mind. Neither has Sid and neither has Xylo.
T-Ball jumping into the pits. Jumping onto the hard tire.
So let's see if he comes out in front of Drix. Drix is the first hitter behind him. See.
Drix coming through 1.
It's going to be close.
2.
Yep, people jumped in front of him. Right in front of him.
Yep. Fortunately, T-Ball having to deal with some traffic of Beamer and Freddy. I think this was their game plan here to slow down T-Ball. T-Ball looking to make a move, quickly backs out of it once the door was closed. T-Ball using that ERS. That new tire advantage. Dive up the inside. Side by side still, pushing each other around. Freddy did not want to let him go through. Still side by side. Drix hoping to follow T-Ball right through. Now Drix and Freddy are side by side. T-Ball. Ooh!
Oh!
Drix and Freddy spinning out a little bit. They look to be going again. Drix does at least. Freddy Not getting too much damage, I don't think.
Freddie just got 5 seconds for speed in the pit lane.
T-Ball on the back of Beamer now. Giants fan closing up onto Sid.
Hudson's his run has slowed way down. So in 3 laps, he's put it in about 1.5 seconds. Which, I mean, that's slow compared to how fast he was going through the field.
T-Ball up at the third podium. Giants fan getting past Sid with the help of DRS down the short little straight.
So we have a couple guys getting close to 18 seconds. We have ZRL Ethan at 12, Sketchybull at 11, Simon back in P18 with 12, then Nathan is at 9, Freddie is at 8, and then the rest all have 3 seconds. So we have 3 of the drivers getting pretty close to that 18 mark.
Yeah.
And there goes the leaders into the pits.
Pat, what are you looking of this race so far? How do you think it's evolving?
It's evolving about as I expected. Multitude strategies of ZRL guys, especially Hudson, making their way through as I thought they would be. Don't think one shot was really their style, so they are showing it now. I did look at that incident between Drix and Freddy, if you want a thought on that.
Yeah, go ahead, shoot away.
So it looked like, because I rewound it, slowed it down a few times, it looked like just Drix just drove into him, not knowing he was there.
Possibly the old
Very
case
close
of the
forward,
lying red arrow.
I assume so.
Hopefully we can get a Drix point of view later on, or a Freddy point of view. But right now, we'll have to toss it up to the steward's room after the race if there even is one. I don't know.
I don't know if there is.
So Ethan did have 12 seconds in time penalties. He was caught speeding in the pit lane, so he's up to 17. So one more penalty, and he'll get a DSQ.
Not looking too good for Ethan.
So now Hudson's on the softs. So let's watch his pace now that he's on fresh, softer compound tires.
Freddy getting another 3-second time penalty.
Puts him up to 11.
I love this tire data now. You see how everybody's tires are doing. Xylo having yet to pit on 15-lap-old mediums.
Sako in the chat's asking if he can see tires.
I'm ahead of you.
Oh, my bad.
Alan Toast on those 5-lap-old hards. Hudson and Marcel both on the soft tires, hoping to chase down Alan Toast. But I think Alan Toast is going to try and slow down company along with Xylo. Alan Toast getting ahead of Xylo once again. Jump on
Charles
board
Lee,
with
super
Hudson.
chat, $2. He says, Gabe, tell Speedy Goose to chill.
Hudson able to get past Xylo on those very old medium tires. Hudson hoping to chase down Mr. Alan Toast. We also have ZRL Aaron up in third place, ahead of Alan, and Hudson, Xylo, Marcel, Rich, Seb, and Trix, and Beamer.
Yeah, Hudson's flying, man. Like flying on those softs.
Pull up
If
the
you keep out on the time,
penalties
it just
now.
steadily goes down like a tenth a corner.
D-ball only with 3 seconds, but is he going to be able to pull the gap away from Giants fan and Aaron by the end of the race? Zylo with 6 seconds ahead of Marcel with 3. Rich Seb also with 3. Tricks as well. No, now he has 6 seconds, just accumulated 3 more. Zeech with a 5-second penalty, speeding in the pit lane. Sketchy Bull with 11. Sid with 3. Freddy with 11 seconds. ZRL Ethan with 17. He only needs 1 more penalty, and he might possibly get disqualified. Nathan with 9 seconds. Simon with 12. Joel with 3. And Zeech with 8. Just picked up 5 from speeding in the pit lane. We have Hudson on the back of Aaron now. Just easily able to dispatch Allen Toast.
Let's see if Aaron just lets him go by or whether he's actually gonna hold him up, actually fight him for the podium.
Be interesting to see. Are they gonna play the team game here? Or is Aaron gonna let him pass down the DRS straight? Aaron does not let him pass. We might be fighting here. See if Allen Toast can catch back
That's
up.
Nathan. Oh, I got Nathan and Ethan mixed up. And he'll get DRS on him here. Yeah.
Yep. And moving to the side pretty quickly to let Hudson by. But Hudson is blinking already.
He can see Giants fan though. That's motivation. I know when I'm driving and I can see the driver in front of me when I'm trying to catch him. It's just motivation to drive harder.
Oh, 100% it is. We have Marcel closing up onto the back of Allen Toast. Toast on those hard tires. Get a little squirrely. Marcel able to get the very good traction. Gonna make the move before the corner. Leaves a little bit of space. Marcel up into 5th. Each with the fastest lap with a 111.5 at the minute. Hudson slowly clawing back the time to Giants fan. Marcel seems to have a little bit of an incident.
Oh.
Ooh, Allen Toast getting a little loose there.
Oto's just backed out and let him by.
Aaron falling out of that 1 second zone of Hudson. Sketchy Bull getting
So
past Drix.
now we have 3 drivers on risk of being disqualified. We got Simon, Nathan, both with 15 seconds, and Ethan's still sitting on that 17 seconds.
That's very unfortunate for those gentlemen. Dilo, the only man yet to stop. He is on 20 lap old medium tires.
That is each retiring in the pits.
Hudson now within a second of Giants fan. Xylo finally going into the pits.
Ooh, Hudson almost lost it. Sector 2. Who is that?
Does he have DRS? He unfortunately does not have DRS. Giants fan pulling a tiny wee little bit. But Hudson slowly losing out on some time there. Now 1.1 seconds behind. The soft tires starting to fade bit by bit. Jump down to Drix and Sid for the last point
T-Ball just
spot.
got another 3 second.
That's very unfortunate for T-Ball
Oh, man.
indeed.
So now the race is basically just Giants fan and Hudson.
If Hudson can get past Giants fan, will be the winner of our first race. Hudson hanging on that edge of 1 second territory.
Yeah, he loses it right before the detection zone. Oh, no, he got it. Uh-oh.
Yep.
I don't think he's close enough to get the pass done, but he's definitely going to be all over Giants fan right here.
Closing in 10th by 10th. Now within half a second. Gonna jump on board with Hudson now that he's within half a second. Watch the chase unfold. A lap and a half left. This is for the victory.
I wonder how much of a nuisance T-Ball could be to Hudson. He let Giants fans by and just tried to back up Hudson a little bit.
I think T-Ball dropped back
Now
to
Giants-
intentionally give T-Ball or give Giants fan the DRS.
Try to drag him along. Oh, Giants fan. So that's going to give it to Hudson.
Oh no.
Giants going to get the 3 second. And that's going to... I think Freddie's around in Sector 3, Sector 2.
Ooh, Hudson touching the rear bumper of the Giants fan. Even though they don't have bumpers, we're a gearbox, I should say.
I mean, he doesn't even have to push anymore. Unless he just wants it on track for bragging rights.
Yeah.
They're going to go 3 wide in the hairpin.
Yes,
They
they are. Hudson getting the move done into the hairpin, going 3 wide. Gets the DRS as well. Gonna be able to pull away and stay on top.
And that is a wrap.
Hudson coming away with the victory. Giants fan in second. Aaron coming in third. T-Ball in fourth. Marcel fifth. Alan Toast coming home in sixth. Rich Sebi. Coming in 8th, Beamer coming in 7th, jumping Rich Seb due to penalties. Xylo jumping Sketchy Bull due to penalties. Sid jumping Sketchy Bull as well, grabbing that last points position. Sketchy Bull 11th, Drix 12th, Yellow Snowman 13th, Ethan 14th, Nathan 15th. Nope, Joel jumps Nathan due to penalties. Joel's 15th, Nathan 16th. Waiting for the last two. That was a beautiful race. Pat,
It was Hudson P19 to P1.
that was beautiful. What do you think, Pat?
I thought it was a very good race, especially with Hudson chasing him down all the way to the end, and especially that move 3 wide to the hairpin. It is a fantastic drive from him.
Yes, it.
So my question is if T-Ball and Giants fan didn't have those penalties, would they have fought it harder?
I don't think T-Ball would have slowed down, but it's unfortunate for those guys getting the penalties. But Colby, run us through our first race standings. Colby, would you like to run us through our standings? It's
Give me 1 second. I lost you. I didn't hear you guys for a second. Trying to figure out what was going on.
He muted himself.
Ah, okay.
did I?
Yeah.
Because I stopped hearing you.
Oof. Oh well.
Let's see how fast that goes. ZRL Hudson P1 25 points. Giants fan P2 18. Aaron P3 15. T-Ball P4 with 12. Marcel with 10. Alan Toast 8. Beamer with 6. Rich Sebi with 4. Xylo with 3. And Sid with 1. So Xylo had the fastest lap, no? Because he had 3 points instead of 2.
Yeah, he got fastest.
He had a 11. What was like an 11.26?
11.23.
11.23. I was close.
Close enough.
So that race ended up being exactly how I expected it. Penalties galore for more than 3/4 of the field.
Yeah.
Most having way more than one penalty. 4 or 5 guys getting close to getting DQ'd.
Mm-hmm.
This one I don't think is going to be the same way though.
I do not as well.
We should still get penalties, not to that extent.
Yeah,
We do
it
have
usually
a-
just happens to the S's.
We do have a 5 to 10 minute break in between races, so do some stretches, everybody, if you're enjoying that very first wonderful race. That was honestly so clean from everybody. We only had one incident between everybody.
One incident.
Yeah,
I think one of the Zoom guys DNF like second to last lap or last lap.
It was
But,
last lap.
incident in between 2 drivers. Yeah, there was only that one, and it really wasn't even that bad.
having to switch some settings because of switches. Yeah, in the meantime, we'll be right back. Throw on the starting screen.
Commercial break. Oh, well, that's good news. Zoom Racing League in the chat.
Well, code is a lot easier for a tire strategy with 35% compared to Canada, where you had about 18 choices you can make. The real main choice that people are going to have are softs for 9 laps and mediums for 11. You can push for that 10-10 range. Those softs will start to fall off really around lap 7. So lap 9, those tires are really starting to die out when you hit that point. The game said you could do hards for 9 laps. If I was them, I would not be touching those hard compound tires for just 9 laps. I would be avoiding those at all costs unless you have an incident in lap 1.
I do agree. Those hards are not going to be worth it. We saw it in the Canada race. All those hard runners quickly fell down the order.
Well, then there's no reason taking a harder compound for the same amount of laps.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. When I saw that, I was talking to Gibbs. I made a joke. I was like, "What kind of Ferrari strategy is this?"
So the Zoom Racing League YouTube in here in the chat is correct. ZRL is up on MRL 57.45, so it's still really tight.
Yep.
Still anybody's game. But if they say Hudson, this is Hudson's best track, and what we just saw in Canada,
I do
I'd
have
put
to
my
say,
money
we
on it.
also have a secret weapon at Coda who has been sweating their balls off. Literally. Drix RL on Xbox is, I think, the fastest.
I
Or
can
top
double
5.
check that.
I know on the last game he was. I haven't checked time trials on this game yet.
We are
I'm taking a look at it
quickly
now.
jumping into Texas qualifying.
That would be a good race. Seeing Drix and Hudson up front battling
Yes.
for P1.
I'm
That'd be
going to
fun.
love this.
So Drix RL is 3rd on Xbox.
3rd on Xbox. We find Hudson. I want to see where he's at. He has to
Is
be
Hudson
top
Xbox?
50.
I think Hudson's PC.
All right.
Let's see where he is at.
I'm
World
looking for
Trials.
Hudson. Drix is 17th in the world.
Okay.
Ridiculous.
I'm looking for Hudson now. Ooh, Drix is ahead of Yarno. That's interesting.
We're just waiting for the drivers now.
Found Hudson. He's 42nd in the world.
Yep, top 50, like I said. We are going to have an absolute show on our hands. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah. Hudson
Barring
with
something doesn't go wrong during
31.72 compared to a
barring something doesn't go
31.55.
wrong during the one shot. Because if something goes wrong during the one shot and you start, well, I mean, Hudson just started the back class race, but Drix or Hudson can get way away from the other if they're starting way in the back, having to go through traffic.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, their time draws are about 3/10 difference, and also Sketchy Bull is 61st in the world, only 10th off of Hudson. So this could also be interesting with Sketchy.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure ZRL has multiple guys within the top 100 along with MRL. Well, it's coming down the straight already. We have a Xylo coming into turn 1 in first, but Sid and Xylo quickly changing way forward. Sketchy jumping up into first with Drix and Xylo, Drix, Simon. Sketchy down into fourth. Drix and Xylo quickly pulling ahead, staying stable for second. Sketchy jumping to third with Giants Man fourth. Hudson and Marcel quickly jumping up there as well. Oh my goodness, Hudson pile driving through the end of sector, or the start of sector 2, jumping up
He
into
goes
the
back and
lead.
forth every corner.
Now Drix jumping ahead of Hudson. Marcel and Sketchy fighting for the lead along with Era. Hudson down into 7th, having a bad exit onto the straight, I'm guessing, with his top speed making up for it. Drix still holding up the front with Marcel 2nd, Sketchy Bull 3rd. Hudson up into 4th again, was in 8th. Sketchy Bull and Drix holding on to 1 and 2 at the minute. Hudson up there as well, trying to push this car up onto pole position. But Drix and Sketchy are not going to let him have it the easy way. And we have T-Ball Xylo right behind Marcel and Hudson. Sketchy Bull coming on to the last straight in the lead. Coming in first, Sketchy Bull 2nd, Hudson 3rd, Era 4th.
Drix by 6/10.
Oh.
Sketchy and Hudson were neck and neck. I don't even think it was a 10th.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Sketchy
it was
Bull
300s.
and Hudson less than 300s away from each other. Wow.
I still can't get over that lap from Drix. Jeez.
First place
Half a
on
second
pole
off.
position, we have Drix RL. Second place, we have Sketchy Bull. Then we have Hudson, Era, T-Ball in 5th, Marcel in 6th, Xylo in 7th, Mr. Allen Toast in 8th, Seach in 9th. To round out our top 10, we do have Aaron 11th, Nathan, Yellow Snowman in 12th, Sid, Simon 13th, 14th, Ethan 15th, Danny 16th, Noel 17th, Rich Sebi 18th, Giants Fan 19th, and Bieber 20th. From what we just saw in that one-shot quali, I ain't gonna lie, we're either gonna see domination or we're gonna see an absolute banger of an race.
I think it's going to be a banger for P2 and P3. I think with Drix at that time, if he drives anything like that in the race, he's a half-second clear lap. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's also going to come down to that strategy. Get the right strategy call if you pit just perfectly. Drix can easily run away with it, but if you mess up that little bit, it's right back into a dogfight, really, with the top 3, in my opinion.
Yeah, either a lap too late or a lap too early.
Yep. And also, if he just speeds into the pits, that ruins him.
Yeah. Unless he has a 5-second gap by then already.
But yeah,
Which I hope he doesn't. I don't want to see that.
I want to see a dogfight.
I'm expecting to see a lot of soft runners on here right now.
Yeah.
So the top 10, again, pretty evenly split. It's 6-4.
As we get to 3,
Yeah,
4,
MRL
5 red lights. Oh, we got it early on our end, but now we are off. 5 red lights are out. Green flags away. As we do have Drix and Sketchy going into turn 1 side by side.
Oh, 3 wide.
Hudson pushing Drix off the track. Ooh! Sketchy Bull getting hit by Hudson. Getting sent off the tracks.
Lord.
Drix falling all the way back into 5th, letting Era get ahead with Xylo in 2nd, Hudson in 3rd. Might have some wing damage. followed by Marcel, Drix in 5th, Zeech in 6th, T-Ball in 7th, Nathan in 8th, Yosaman in 9th, and Simon in 10th. To start us off in our top 10 here. I'm gonna pull up our tire.
Damage, but
Almost everybody is on the medium tire besides 4 people: Sid, Beamer, Nathan, and Yellow Snowman. Xylo is fighting with Hudson for 2nd place now.
I think that was pretty smart of Drix just to back out of it and be like, okay, y'all go ahead.
Yep. Xylo
Stay out of the chaos.
holding on in front of Hudson. Hudson gonna dive into the corner. Xylo backs out. Hoping to live another day. Drix holding on behind Xylo as well.
I've been waiting for Pat with his sketchy bull slander.
Actually, no, because I saw the replay and I have a verdict.
What happened there, Pat?
What are we
Talk us
deciding
through
on?
it.
From what I've seen, it's actually Hudson hooking Sketchy Bull.
That's unfortunate. Was it because of them going 3 wide and just not having enough room for each other?
No, because it's a bit of both. There was some contact prior, but when the main contact happened, Drix was off the track after going deep.
Very unfortunate.
Very.
Can somebody clip the fact that we have Pat standing up for Sketchy Bull?
1 in a million chance.
Nathan and Xylo going side by side. Nathan on those soft tires. Doing pretty good so far.
A big turnaround from his last race.
Nathan currently up 7 positions on those soft tires as well. T-Ball all the way down into 8th. Not having a very good race this time around.
And ZRL Era, I don't even remember saying his name last race.
No, I think he's one of the reserve drivers they brought in this
reserved
race.
in? Okay. Sid with a 3-second time penalty on those hard tires. Only hard runner in the whole race. Sketchy's going into the pits.
We do have a virtual safety car. I don't know what.
We have a VSC4.
I think it's Alan Toast.
Well, Sketchy will just got a cheap pit stop to see if that helps him out later.
Now, I'm just getting word that Era is top 5 driver on pace in ZRL. He's close, maybe even faster than Hudson himself. So hopefully Drix and Nathan and Xylo, they can put on pressure onto the 2 leaders. But which one of those 3 are gonna? Ooh, Xylo.
Drive through.
All right, between Drix and Nathan, who do you think is going to put on the most pressure?
Well, I don't know, because Nathan's on the softs, but, I mean, Drix's pace is just ridiculous. I can see Drix putting on more pressure than Nathan, even with Nathan on the softer compound. Yellow flag sector 3. Let's switch Sebi.
Sebi not having a fun time at all here.
Is Dominic sketchable?
Yes.
It says that in chat he just said that I put him on the wrong tires.
That's so unfortunate.
He went from medium to mediums. So he's going to have to pit again.
if you get a
That is
safety
terrible.
car, he could be fine.
Yeah, sure.
Drix slowly getting closer and closer to Hudson. Hudson also getting
He's
closer
gonna-
to Era.
Chris is gonna have DRS right here on the straight though. Way too much of a gap.
Yep, I think Hudson was using some ERS as well there.
Yeah, Drix has a major ERS advantage by about 25%. I wonder if Era's holding up to help Hudson out, try to drag him along.
Very possible.
Yellow sector 3, Zeech.
Silo 5-second penalty for speeding into the pit lane during his drive-through. He ain't gonna be happy about that.
Oh Lord, that's never fun. And you got a 3-second right before that.
Yeah,
Oh,
very unfortunate, but hopefully he can recover pretty well. As Marcel is starting to climb onto the back of Nathan, who's starting to fall off on those soft tires.
I think we're about to get our dogfight.
I do agree.
mm-hmm.
Pat, what lap do you think people are going to be pitting here?
Nathan, if his tires are starting to fall off now, he could really pit within the next, really 2 laps or so. I could see him coming a bit early on lap 7. Those mediums will be fine going the rest of the way easily. For those medium runners, from what I'm seeing, they're doing just fine. So really, you're looking more like lap 11 or so, right around there. Jump on the soft tires, bring it home with some pace. Especially Drix. We saw what he did on that quali run. Once he gets on those tires, it'll be interesting to see what he can do with the laps remaining.
Yes, indeed. Drix now closing within 7/10. He's gonna be. He's probably not gonna be able to do too much here as Nathan gets a 3-second time penalty for track limits. Marcel has left the session. Hopefully, somebody can get him an invite. Have him on my friends list.
I added everybody. Hopefully it works. Yeah.
Xylo retired in the pits.
His invite is sent.
Yellow Snowman getting a time penalty as
Xylo
well.
DNF. Oh, he's retired in the pits. His car is coming back out though. Ooh,
Drix-
Hudson just almost rear-ended Era, and that might let Drix through. Not quite. Almost.
Could have been paying attention to the guys up front.
Yeah, he almost got into the back of Era. That would have ruined both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Now Drix is just chomping at his gearbox.
I think Drix is going to send it into turn 1, possibly.
It's a good place to do it. That's a super wide corner. Well, it starts super wide. We'll put it that way.
Yep.
It goes away very quickly. I mean, when you watch the NASCAR races and stuff here in real life, like some of them go 4 and 5 wide into that corner.
That's hilarious.
It is really crazy that they can do that.
Drix starting to fall off the pace a little bit. We do see Hudson linking with ERS now. Drix is not. Drix is going to make the move down the inside. Going to get it done before the corner. Comes back onto the racing line. Hits his mark. Up to fight for first against Era now. Era getting a
T-Ball
very
also-
good launch in the beginning of the race. What was that, Toby?
T-Ball also lost out to Aaron on the backstretch.
T-Ball and Aaron fighting it out. Giants fan down in 8th place, up 11 positions now. Fighting with Yellow Snowman against Danny and Sid.
Yellow Snowman is sandwiched between these Zoom drivers right now. Struggling. Good, clean racing out of that last corner.
You have a couple of people into the pits, Nathan and Joel. Drix losing time to Era.
That's Toast is around. Alan Toast was around. He's back on track.
Unfortunate for him.
Flip down the P15. BMF about to go around Snowman on the back straight. Snowman is blinking.
Hudson is still within 5/10 of Drix. Evo within 5/10 of Aaron, but Drix going into the pits, leaving T-Ball out to push for MRL. Drix going
Nate-
for the hard tire again.
Well, I was just about to say Nathan was the only soft runner that's came in pit so far. But before I could say that, Yellow jumped into the pits. And then Drix just went on the... Why would Drix be going on the hards?
I have no idea. Drix
And he
getting
just got a 3-second time penalty.
Yep. Very unfortunate for Drix himself. Ooh, ZRL Ethan out of this session. Is it going to bring out a safety car possibly? It is not.
Doesn't seem like it. I looked for his car. I was riding on the Zeeks trying to see his car. I couldn't find him.
T-Ball still on the back of Aaron. Sketchy Bull gets a 3-second penalty. T-Ball is still trying to hold on to that top 5 position at this minute. Rick's hoping to fight back on those hard tires, but
Oh, Hudson just got a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane.
very unfortunate. Good tire he goes on to finish her off today. The soft tire.
I'm really surprised on Drix going on the hards, unless he just doesn't want the pain of dealing with the sauce falling off at the end of the race.
Very possible.
He can drive them. He can drive the hards as hard as he wants to, and they're not going to fall off.
Hudson able to get a good gap on him from the pits. Apparently sitting behind a Sid now. He was up into 3rd, still trying to fight Aaron. Get you over
Gets me
tires.
Yeah. Retired in the pits. After a good qualifying, his race just fell apart.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate.
I've never understood why people try to push that safety car delta time.
I don't as well, but
The closest I ever get is like 0.3 maybe, and that's pushing it.
yeah.
So as it sits right now, 7 out of the top 10 are all Zoom Racing League drivers.
Yep.
They definitely showed up for Coda.
I do believe Coda is the track they picked. I do believe MRL picked Canada. I could be wrong there. If somebody could tell me the truth. But yeah, we can obviously tell why they would have picked Coda. They are absolutely goated down it. Pat,
Yes, sir.
talk us through what you think of the overall race so far.
I mean, it's been not as exciting, I would say, compared to what we saw in Canada, but it's still, we just passed the halfway point. There's still a lot of action to go. A lot of people are coming to the pits. Top 3 have yet to pit, so I'm interested to see what's going to happen. It looks like, from what I'm seeing, that Hudson will take the provisional race lead, followed by Drix and maybe Sid, depends on the gaps. But it's been very good action thus far.
Yeah, T-Ball's still hanging up there, but Marcel is easily able to Marcel able to easily get past on those 2 tires compared to T-Ball. There's a little bit older tires. But Hudson seeming to have a 5-second gap on Drix now. Drix choosing those high tires, which I don't think was the correct move, but
Marcel 5 seconds speed in the pit lane.
Marcel now coming. It's
Those are brand new mediums.
wasn't he just
Sid
on
was
mediums?
He was on the
Pretty sure
hards.
Hmm.
He was the only driver that started on the hard tire.
No, it's medium,
You're not-
medium. Marcel's gone medium, medium.
Oh Lord. Oh Marcel, I thought you said my bad. I thought you said Sid.
No, Marcel's gone medium, medium. I don't know what the call was there.
Well, that completely just ruined his race. There's no coming back from that.
Yeah, he's
Car
gonna have to
safety
pit
car,
again.
but still,
Even with a safety car, he's still
yeah,
ruined.
he's still gonna be at the back.
Someone apparently took out the pit limiter board.
Oh
Ooh.
Lord. That's unsportsmanlike. Kind of like taking out
The braking
corner
boards.
markers. Yeah. That's what they're called, braking boards. There you go.
Oh, and Era's going in.
Era going in after 12 laps on these medium tires.
It looks red to me.
I think he's gonna be racing Nathan out of the pits.
He's gonna be ahead of Nathan by a good margin.
Drix getting past Era for 2nd place.
Yeah, Marcel just went
Safety
back
car,
into the
safety
pits.
car.
Safety car.
Oh Lord.
Sebi
For
crashed
what?
out. That's turn
did he?
15. That's turn 15. Oh no.
Beat
Heavy
for 5
collisions.
seconds.
I think it was going into the pits. The whole bottom half of the grid is in the pits.
Well, as soon as that happened, like Marcel had to, because he had a 5-second. He went medium to medium, so he jumped in there, put on the softs, dropped one of his 5-second penalties, but he got one as he was going into the pits for the second time.
Mm-hmm.
Pat, what do you think
Zeke?
people are going to be going on with this safety car? How many do you think the whole grid is going to pit?
I would think if you have the opportunity, you pit for brand new softs. I've been looking since I'm finally in the lobby. I've been looking at the tire strategies as Sebi leaves, which is he had an unfortunate race, but Zeech has gone from start on the mediums, pit for hards, and is now pit for softs. Same strategy for ZRL Joel. Yeah, they're the only two have gone through all 3 compounds in this race. And speaking of Joel, he just got a drive-through.
That's a big
And
rip.
Hudson just jumped into the pits to get rid of his 5-second penalty and probably put on new softs. That's the leader in.
Yeah,
Drix stayed out on those hards.
I don't know about that one there, Drix.
Era, of course, stayed out because he just put on the softs.
Nathan's going to softs now.
Yeah, if I was Drix there, I would have pit. He would have came out in 5th.
Drix is ego checking himself right now. That's what he's doing.
Oh, Marcel, not again. Back-to-back 5 seconds. Tried to serve it, but really just did nothing but lose all the positions he had.
Yeah.
That is very unfortunate.
That's very unsportsmanlike for somebody to take out the marker, though.
Can we get a
If you don't have
confirmation
it, if you don't have it, yeah, if you don't have it memorized where that line's at, like,
Oh, you're ruined.
yeah.
Yeah,
Drix is the only person on hard tires.
Yeah, that's a major mistake.
He's ego checking himself, I'm telling you.
Even with the 3 second.
It's a hardcore ego check.
Yes, it is.
Because then he gets to, what if he pulls it off? Then he gets to brag, right?
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing, is that 6 for MRL in the top 10 right now?
Yep.
It
But
is.
we do need to have MRL needs to finish 1st and 2nd and have 6 in the points to be able to beat ZRL in the overall points. But currently ZRL leads at this minute with Era being in 2nd. And
mean,
Aaron
if you look
3rd,
at the-
Hudson 4th.
If you look at that penalty right now, it would be a podium lockout for ZRL, which would definitely seal it.
Yep.
Yeah, you can definitely see why they chose this track.
Yeah. Marcel's going in again to get rid of that 5. He better not speed this time. He does not.
He
There's
set
people in the
probably
pit like,
set
oh no.
He probably set the pit limiter before he even got to the corner.
Oh, I'm sure. Why the FIA let people in the pit lane? This is blasphemy. I've planned that for like a day and a half now.
Does anyone know if this game has a cap on safety car laps? Like the last one did?
We should be going at the end of this lap.
I would suspect if everybody catches up, yes.
Marcel's going to catch up. They're not that far ahead of him.
I've been trying to stay away from this game due to unforeseen circumstances. I have played of it. It blows the last game out of the water.
a Mr. Happy Like Pies, otherwise known as Epic Wins, has asked to see the time penalties.
Yeah, we got the time penalties up. Safety car in this lap as well.
Alright. See how Drix does with these hards.
That's a tall order for Drix.
I mean, Aaron's tires might start to fall off.
Aaron's
Era's-
probably will.
Yeah, but
Same
Era's
with
is
Allen.
not. Neither with Hudson. They're good to go.
Mm-hmm.
Drix took off, second to last corner. He caught Era sleeping.
Oh yeah.
Hudson quickly getting past Aaron. Aaron fighting back against Hudson. T-ball going around the outside of both of them. T-ball up into
my
third.
Goodness.
Wow.
What a move.
I was running on board with Aaron. Aaron was letting Hudson by. Hudson went to the inside. Aaron went to the middle of the track. T-ball just zooming right past the both of them.
Oh no.
Simon just crashed out. Is it going to be another one?
No,
I
it
wouldn't think
won't
so
be.
that quick.
We only have 4 laps left. I think they can only come out with 5.
No, they can come out with 3, but they won't do it instantly in one sector.
Nathan making the dive bomb on Aaron now. Nathan up into 4th with a 3-second time penalty.
He's got Hudson right on him though, and Hudson is absolutely flying.
Nathan keeping him on the edge of the track. Bumping, bumping, bumping. Nice and easy. Clean. Hudson ahead of Nathan.
Oh, Aaron spun.
Aaron has spun out. Joel currently with a drive-through as well.
T-Ball looking to move right here?
I definitely thought better of it. Nathan with another 3-second.
Unfortunate for him.
See if T-Ball sends it into turn 1.
He's thinking about it.
We're going to go outside. Oh, late on the brakes.
A bit too late.
Yeah.
Hudson looking to make a move around T-ball now. Gets the move
Eric got around
done.
Drix at the beginning of the S's.
Looks like Joe has spun.
Now it is Era in the lead, followed by Drix and Hudson by T-ball. Hudson looking to make a move around around the inside, or yeah, in the inside of Drix. T-ball. Ooh, somebody in the back, Sid, spinning out his tires a little bit. Era and Hudson 1-2. T-ball looking to make a move down the inside with some late braking.
Oh, ooh.
Little tappage.
So close.
Nathan making a move down the inside of Drix, so is Giants fan.
Yeah, those hard tires are not the call. He went for track position and didn't work out for him.
Not at all.
Probably would have been up there, still in the top 5 with the brand new sauce if he fitted.
MRL is what, 7-3 in the top 10? You got P1, P2, and T6 for Zoom.
Don't think Zoom would win outright.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that one too is a lot of points.
Yep, T-ball hanging back a
Marcel's
little
out.
bit now. Marcel is out.
Well, looks like he got into it with Zeech. Is that Zeech right there with him? Yeah, because Zeech's car is ghosted.
Very unfortunate.
Oh, and Zeech just
Zeech is out.
hit the wall. I was
not
watching
good.
him.
Did his controller die?
It looked like something like that. Well, I don't know. He just left the session, so unless he just turned his system off. Hopefully, he just didn't do it on purpose.
Possibly.
Hope not.
Controller died and he got mad at it and turned it off.
Yeah, because I mean, it looked like he just lost control of his car. and nothing
Hudson
happened.
now in the lead over Era. Nathan passed T-Ball. Come around on the penultimate lap. Hudson, fastest lap of the race so far, 134.7. Nathan trying to catch down Era for T-Ball.
And Drix is just down there fighting to try to stay in the top 10.
Yeah, he is falling all the way down from first, all the way to last. Not last, 10th. Last in the points.
Shout out to Giants fan though. He started P19. He's up. We're gonna finish. Looks like P5. Maybe a
He
little.
does have a time penalty.
Yeah. He'll Toast will jump him.
Giants fan
Here
get
comes Era.
past T-Ball. Joel goes ahead and retires as well. Hudson and Nathan setting about identical pace right now with the tow from Era. Hudson is able just to stay right there. Era and Hudson seems to be bouncing back and forth. It's using the DRS to their advantage. Letting each one save up for a little bit. As we are on the last lap. Nathan still 7/10 behind. Giants fan behind him, followed by T-Ball. Then Sid, Alan Toast, Yellow, Beamer, Drix, Danny, and Aaron. As Beam gets another 3-second penalty. Era and Hudson absolutely zooming away. Both blinking
Yeah.
though.
They left P3 in the dust. Now I think they're just gonna go for it and race each other for the win.
I do believe so as well.
Yeah, they're going gloves off for the last sector. Ooh, almost touched.
Going side by side through sector 3. Hudson right up front. Still side by side.
Or they might just be parade lapping it. It seems like what they're doing.
Very possible, but side by side they finish. Era ahead of Hudson, followed by T-Ball, then Giants fan. Sid in 5th, followed by Alan Toast in 6th. Nathan in 7th, Yellow Snowman in 8th, Danny in 9th, Drix in 10th, Beam in 11th. I could not get 12th place. But that was a very good, fun-filled race indeed. We saw some fantastic overtakes, I will say that.
Yeah, that T-ball around the outside in turn 1.
Yes.
That was insane.
Absolutely.
He just broke so late and just sent it.
So Hudson got the fastest lap also with a 34.7. So he got the extra point for that. So I'm pretty positive that that's ZRLs.
Yeah, 0 on it.
Pat, go ahead and run us
They
through
definitely
this
showed up, and the
final
pace was
order.
ridiculous.
So it's Era getting the win with a 35 as his best. Hudson came home P2 with the fast lap of 34.787. Then it's T-Ball, Giants fan, Sid, Mr. Allen Toast, Nathan, Yellow Snowman, BMF, Drix, Beamer, Aaron, Joel, the last person to do the 90%. Then our DNFs were Zeech, Marcel, Simon, Rich Sebi, Sketchy Bull, Slander, Ethan, Xylo.
Yeah, it was a very good, fun race. What am I looking at here? So I'm looking at
So the
this.
overall drivers went to Hudson at 44, P2 Giants fan with 30, P3 T-Ball with 27, Era with 25, Alan Toast 16, Aaron 15, Sid 11, Marcel 10, Beamer 6, Nathan 6, Snowman 4, Rich Sebi 4, Xylo 3, BMF 2, and Drix with 1 point.
Congratulations to Hudson for winning the overall Giants fan second and T-Ball third. That is your podium for the overall points, solo points, I should say. Very, very fun race. Overall, what do you guys think? I think it was pretty damn fun.
Very competitive.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
it was really close both races.
Yeah. Everything, for the most part, was very clean. Some good racing. Sort of like what Zoom Racing League said, that Hudson and Era were kind of a rivalry, so that wasn't really a parade lap.
That was very fun to watch
It
this
looked
last
like a
couple
parade lap
corners.
to me. Like the last sector, they were
Oh.
wheel to wheel basically the whole time.
It definitely looked like it, but from what they're saying, that looks like it could have turned bad at any moment.
Yeah, I was thinking in my head, I'm like, man, imagine like losing a league versus league, racing your teammate in the last sector.
Now that is fun. Yeah, congratulations to ZRL for the overall win together. Hudson for the solo win on points. Giants fan and T-Ball in second and third. Hope everybody had a great time tonight. You guys have anything else to say?
We'll definitely have to do that with those guys again.
Oh, absolutely.
It was, like I said, very competitive. It was fun to watch, great to watch. Like, I love watching people with high pace, wheel to wheel, win as clean racing.
Me as well.
Exciting. Pat?
Yeah, it was awesome. I agree. We need to do this with them again. But yeah, that's all I got.
In that case, thank you guys. Thank you everybody for tuning in. It's been a glorious, glorious couple races. And we will see you in a short couple weeks' time. If not, in some social races later on next week. Later this weekend, I do believe Sunday. I think somebody is planning one, possibly. But other than that, possibly next week. Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you later.